Okay, so wait, hold on. Let me scoot back on my bed so we can properly do this video. Also, if you're wondering, this is what my shirt says. Okay. Okay, so welcome to today's video. I know it's been a minute since I've done like a long video. They're just harder for me to film because I just use my phone, so you know, trying to deal with like storage and everything, so the longer videos aren't gonna be as often. So I am going to do the 7 books in 7 days challenge. It's already just after 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have still not finished one because I got a late start to reading today. So I was just going to say, all right, I'll start it today and do Friday to Friday. Today's Friday, by the way. But I still have like 100 pages left in one of the books that I'm reading, so I'm going to really try to finish it this evening. So hopefully I'll have one book down, and I do have a couple things to do this weekend, so I'm gonna try to get those done first and then do my reading. So yeah, this first little bit is gonna be a little bit of a long talking part, okay, getting into the video, but the rest of the video I'm gonna try to keep the little rants to a minimum so we're not here forever, you know, and just kind of briefly give you my thoughts on the books like after I finish them and like my ratings and stuff. I might include little snippets of stuff that I do like through this week that I'm doing this challenge, maybe not. So if you see that, if not, forget I said anything. Bad, because I need to go. I think I have like some TBR prompts or something somewhere, so I'm gonna look for them. Either way, I'm gonna find some stuff so I can pick a TBR. Here's my very poorly done TBR prompt cards that I made like a long time ago, and I have yet to use them. What does that say? New to you authors. I think I'm gonna choose Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher because one, I mean, just look at this cover, and I have been wanting to pick this up, and I'm pretty sure it's a standalone fantasy, which would be great. Or I think it's technically like a fantasy romance. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? It has sprayed edges. I got this from Book Outlet. Honestly, y'all, most of the books I have on my shelves probably came from Book Outlet, just letting you know now, because I am an avid buyer from there, okay? So yeah, it's like 400 and like, wait, did I say 430? I'm not trying to spoil anything. Yeah, like just slightly over 430 pages. What is this one? This, please, a book nobody has talked about. No, 290 pages. Perfect. A book nobody has talked about. Bam. Adam and Evie's Matchmaking Tour. Book of Game Changer. Then we're gonna finish The Love Haters, The 4 Winds. So that'll be 3 books, and then Spark of the Everflame, Cross the Line, Sword Heart by T. Kingfisher, Adam and Evie's Matchmaking Tour. Okay, it is the next day. Little update. I did finish the ebook yesterday, and I gave it a 3.5. It was cute. Anyways, I still have to do my reading for today, and of course I'm waiting till the last minute because why not? If I get started on reading, I am going to do a book unhaul. So I have this box here. and I have some books that I've already pulled off my shelf previously, like when I reorganized it last. But there is a couple more that I think I'm going to pull, so I'm just gonna look back through. Hopefully I don't drop this, but here's the stack of books that I'm unhauling. Like, my taste has changed a lot, and some I just know I'm not gonna pick up, and there were some others that I didn't like. I hated it. So yeah. There's actually a lot more, but I've already donated some. So to spend my 4th of July evening, which is why I'm wearing a red shirt, by the way, and I have no plans except this reading challenge for the next 6 more days. I think I'm gonna try to read this book. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night, but I finished The Love Haters. I did it, okay? I finished it. 4 stars. Also, he literally saved her. He rescued her. It's time for an update. Okay, so the last time I actually updated you, I think, was Saturday, and I finished The Love Haters. Sunday was a rough one. So let's recap Sunday. I read 23 pages of this book, okay? And I was struggling. I could not get into it, so I thought I should pivot away from romance, since the last couple books I read were romance. I picked up Spark of the Everflame because this is fantasy, and you know, I had picked a TBR for this video, and I thought, why not? And I did manage to get like 44 pages into this, and then I stopped so I could like make dinner and eat, and then I just never picked it up. Struggling really bad, and the slump was doing its job. I mean, the whole point of this challenge was to try to get out of a slump, but it was working overtime on Sunday, so I didn't complete a book at all on Sunday. I found a little like poetry collection through like the library app, and so I borrowed the ebook, and it was very short. I just wanted something that was really short and quick and easy to read, because I just didn't want to be reading for a long time, and that was perfect. So I finished that in one sitting. It's like 1 o'clock, I think, or just after 1 o'clock, and it's day 5 of this challenge. It's Tuesday. I haven't done any reading yet today, and I'm really contemplating what I want to read. I'm going to mood read the rest of this week, or well, for the rest of the 7 days of the challenge. Or no, not 7 days. For the rest of this 7-day challenge, there you go. And we'll just see how much I read. That's the update. I'm ending the 7 books in 7 days challenge, and we're just gonna see how much more I can read, and we're just gonna do how much I read, or how much I can read in the 7 days, versus trying to make myself read 7 books in a week. We're just gonna see how much I can, and then I can know, hey, it's possible, but I don't read like that normally. But just knowing that I've accomplished that is an achievement in itself. So that's where we're at. All right, we are at the end of this video. So let's recap what I've read this week, and I will probably tally up all the pages and put it on screen. So first off, I read Game Changer by Rachel Reed, and that was the ebook I borrowed from my library. The Love Haters by Catherine Center. And I read Milk and Honey, which was a little like poetry collection, and I also borrowed the ebook from my library as well. Then I read 23 pages of Adam and Evie's Matchmaking Tour before switching genres because I wasn't in the mood for romance, and then I read 44 pages of Spark of the Everflame, and I really just wasn't in the mood to read anymore that day, so that's kind of all I read. Then I mood read the last like 2 days of the challenge, I think it was, or maybe it was 3 days, I don't know. And so now I'm 200 pages into the 4 wins, and when I first started this video, I was only 77 pages in to this book. I think I am getting to the point where I'm coming out of the reading slump. I don't think I'm fully out of it, but the last like 2 days I have been wanting to read the challenge. That's it. I didn't read the whole TBR that I picked for the video, and I didn't read 7 books in 7 days, but I did read an overall every day for 7 days. So yeah, in total I only finished 3 total books, and then I read a little bit of from these 3 books. I think that was pretty good. I mean, that's definitely way more than I usually read in a week, so I'm proud of myself. I did my best, and I think it kind of works. I think I am coming out of the reading slump, so yeah. And I've already read more books this month than I have the past like 2 months, so I think overall, I mean, yeah, I'd still call it a success. I mean, the original challenge for the video, not a success, but I still read every day. Thanks so for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.